Yo,
Howdy.
What's up, party people?
howdy. We are back, and we have Gran Turismo 4, what's it called, 2 Spec?
Spec Mod 2.
Spec Mod 2. Jory's going to teach us about Gran Turismo and why this mod is different.
Alright. I have not. This was actually one of the few games that I pre-ordered as a kid.
Yeah.
It came right out after I graduated high school. I actually know my way around the base game, but apparently not this.
Yeah, you're saying they changed the base game and what cars are available, right?
Yeah, they've changed the entire idea of the progression of the original game. Like, in the original, you'd start with something like this, the Nissan Micra. But in the original game, the first one you get is the Volkswagen Lupo, which is slightly better than this.
That looks like a fun little car.
Yeah.
Sounds not bad.
Literally, the only thing we've done is completed the license tests, and as you can see, the car list is completely changed if you know what you're doing in the original. And since I have no idea what's going on, we're going to start with an overpowered car and see how we do.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's one of my favorite American muscle cars.
Yeah.
We used to build things.
That's where I started. I got into the series with 2. Stepbrother and sister got a PS2, so I played the shit out of 3 when I could. And when I finally owned my own, this was one of the first games I bought. This is Metal Gear Solid 3.
Nice.
I didn't even look at the list of what we're up against, but from what I can see in the first 2, it's going to be a slight challenge, if I can do it. Seattle Circuit is actually one of their originals. It's not a real track or anything. And it's one of the fan favorites. A lot of people are upset about this one not showing up in later games.
I mean, you think they would default to music since they made it, but I guess it's probably easier to go take pictures and make shit from that than having to make a whole new track your own. Yeah.
Like Forza, like I love all the big tracks more than the real ones themselves.
I do too. One of my favorite tracks that they didn't bring back is actually in this game. It's called Midfield Raceway. It's completely fictional, and it's viable as a track, but I think they're just going for more realism now that they can.
Yeah. Well, you know, once you get headlines that your game trains professional drivers, you gotta go for realism stuff.
That's fair. That's a thing.
They didn't teach me how to drive.
No, I mean, as you can see, I'm not the best driver, but I still have these fucking games.
I mean, you're a way better driver than me.
It's a little tougher in this.
Yeah.
I can't do it in the current ones, like with the wheel, but if you throw a controller in my hand, I can get away with it.
See, it's a shame you can't control your car controller.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you don't want to end up like the Ocean Gate.
Yeah, you know, that's where my mind went, like, immediately.
We don't have enough money to die by the Titanic. Want to submit community above where you know it's at.
Yeah, normally the car I'm in would be like a late game car. Like, this is something you wouldn't get until you unlock a race.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's already a lot more difficult than the original. I should be able to win this with anything at this point.
You know everything You gotta do the best at this game or you're not getting nowhere. What were you saying about the angles?
Oh, they actually, yeah, this mod actually has a few. I've only got one equipped right now. It's the, I don't remember the button. Select on this.
Oh, you can equip how many it lets you go through?
Yeah, you can actually add some. Like, there's another chase camera that was used in GT3 that people liked a lot more. I usually don't use the chase camera in those.
I appreciate that, like, these games shared enough DNA that they were able to, you know, just kind of bring shit from one to another. So I feel like that's, you know, a problem with a lot of games. Like, they don't reuse assets as they should.
Yeah.
Or, you know, that's like why the whole, you know, quadruple A game is blowing up because, you know, it's like fucking Sega made, you know, like a Dragon. They spent all that time doing Hawaii. They're like, fuck, we need another game that uses Hawaii. Here's Pirate Majima for you. Like, but yeah, it's like that's the way you reuse assets, not remaking the whole city of fucking New York for Spider-Man 2 when no one's gonna notice anyway.
Yeah.
One of the thing is, don't listen to anyone online.
Twitter isn't real.
Oh, it's a real shithole, alright.
So we got our ass kicked at the very beginning of the game here.
You came in third.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I would have been last.
Yeah.
Third is only the second loser.
You ain't first, you're last.
I always subscribe to the Francine Frinsky poor winner sus, you know, like, I should have won by more.
This is an actually good way to make money without spending your own credits, so
Okay.
we're gonna give it a shot.
Spending money to make money. What?
Yeah.
That's not what America's about. Not post-Reagan, anyway. You make money with the money you got. And if you don't got money, that's too goddamn bad. That's too real again, wasn't it?
Thank you for bringing us down.
I think it's an Fiat 500. One of the slowest cars.
It did seem like it was going kind of slow.
Yeah.
So that you said like the extra texture pack for this wasn't working, but it still looks really nice.
Yeah,
like,
I mean for what it
up-resed
is.
really well.
Yeah. 1-year-old game at this point.
Yeah. The PS2 games are 20.
It's just interesting to me that there's a community that is still willing to put stuff out like this.
No, shit. Like I bought the DLC for that damn Atari 50. You know, because I have no impulse control. But a lot of that they go into like the mod scene because one of the producers at Digital Eclipse did a version of Berserk that actually had the voice control on the 2600. But then they went further with that and they, you know, mined the source code and they found that they can make them shoot diagonal like you paid. Just all this shit. It's like people are doing that for 2600 games. You know, it's nice that they take the effort to do it for these too.
This is another one of the original tracks. Like, there's no way they'd be able to close New York down for something like this.
I mean, give Eric Adams enough money and he might.
I want to see it. I want to know how much it would cost.
Right? I mean, you're an ex-New Yorker. How do you feel about that whole shebang?
We live nowhere near that. So
Yeah, you. But it's still funny, though, right? I mean, I feel like the happiness of it, you know, being so far away. I feel like if you're from there, you know, you might feel a little better. I just like watching politicians get paid down. Watching RFK kill his fucking family's legacy in real time is good fucking fascinating. Like, I never thought I'd see my mom give up on the Kennedys, but here we are. Who likes Jackie O, though?
Yeah.
Guy in LA once told me downtown LA was just downtown everywhere, and that downtown everywhere was downtown. Looking at this game, they're fucking right. So like, is this just 16th? I know you said it's fictional, but is it like still based on the streets in New York, and they just made a track out of like the map of New York City?
Yep.
Okay.
And they've done that a few times. They had one for Rome.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that one has a return. There's another one, Tokyo. It's actually based around the Sony headquarters.
Oh, sweet.
Instead of doing, the highway like everyone wanted, they did.
They're like, fuck you, you can drive to the Sony building.
That's why, like, everyone's hoping that Forza Horizon goes to Japan and stuff.
That'd be cool. It would definitely get me to play it a lot more.
I mean, that'd be interesting, especially if they do shit like with the countryside, since it's kind of what they're about too.
That'd be sweet.
You botched that one. You missed me breaking hard, completely messing it up. It's just weird to me, like the early games. The fun part for me. So this is completely different. This will definitely get me to play it more.
Right? Like, I'm not used to struggling at the beginning.
Yeah. Give me a few wins or something.
Yeah. I'm not one for participation trophies, but I do appreciate the democratization of points in Forza.
Yeah.
It's like, it sucks, like, okay, you came in 8th, and you get nothing.
You get nothing. You don't even get enough credits to upgrade your car so you can actually,
Right. Like, alright, yeah, thank you for at least giving me something. But the annoying one, though, is when Forza is like, hey, you're actually winning. You want to up difficulty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to keep winning.
Yeah. Because every time I would try to upgrade it, it's like, no, this is too much of a challenge now. I'm not interested anymore.
It's funny, like, when you find that threshold, like, there are games that just do that. You're like, no, I don't like this game on this difficulty. It makes it a different game. Go to hell.
I mean, I'm still gonna enjoy it. I'll still play through this on my own. I'm actually gonna have to rethink everything that I used to do in this game.
Yeah. Or just get a few good random pulls on those cars.
Yeah. This makes me want to turn on the price randomizer now.
You know, that's how I felt about Ridge Racer Unbounded. It just didn't play like a Ridge Racer game.
Yeah. I mean, I know that was one of those, that was kind of the point, but don't give it that name then. Just call it,
The only thing that made it Ridge Racer is that they called it Ridge City, and some of the music from the previous games were in it. Otherwise, it was licensed crap.
Do you want to try one of the events, or you want to just go in and make your own?
I'll do whatever you did.
Whatever I did. Here.
I'll do whatever you make it easy. I'm actually moving.
Let's go, Tiger!
Ah, let's get to the finish.
Race to cars.
Oh man, how come Schwarzenegger never did a racing movie?
I don't
don't think people could believe he'd fit in one of those.
And it's just normal go.
That would
Yeah,
be
plays just
fun.
looks like
That would be like the joke,
Modern
like him just squeezed into a fucking
Alright.
bug, you know, like throwing in one of the Herbie movies. Just replace him like digitally, like replace.
So there's no
Lohan in the
breaking.
form.
It's gonna be a red number.
My gear changing.
It's
That
actually on that.
Silent Hill remake, they'll have all the fucking kindergarten cop stuff. That Silent Hill remake. I gotta look it up.
So it's like always there. Very fine.
Yeah. It's like having the line without showing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game doesn't care.
Yeah, no fucking penalty.
Yeah, there's no penalties.
Penalties piss me.
Unconventional racing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI is not very bright. It pretty much just follows the line and will only avoid itself.
That's nice of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're in the way, it'll just say you.
Soundtrack. It was like early 2000s.
It is, yeah.
It's really bad, but I love it also is the pictures of the 2000s that are alive.
Oh, the best thing that's come out of that lately was fucking Uwe Boll talking shit on Twitter about Borderlands. He's like, yeah, my movies might have sucked, but at least they made money. Motherfucker. I was like, good for him though. Fuck it.
Right? Vindication all these years.
That Dead or Alive movie is really bad though.
It is really bad.
Is that
It's not-
the Borderlands movie is even worse? Because they haven't even looked into
It's
it.
apparently god awful. Like it bombed hard. And I mean, everyone was making the joke. They're like, "Oh, it's just humans 3 or 4 years behind the time, just like the games."
They had to spend a fortune just on actors.
Yeah, the movie had been in production for years. So many script rewrites, so many directors popped in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a troubled development. And honestly, like a lot of them filmed their scenes like years ago, but then came back in the last minute for all these reshoots. And it wasn't even the movie they initially shot before. So apparently, like some of the word was come out of that reason why it's. I mean, it sucks no matter what, but it was just because the movie had been chopped up into something that it wasn't originally filmed as.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, it was a lot more than it was.
Yeah. I feel like an R-rated movie would have done better for that.
It would have.
I was cracking up. Someone was talking about that fucking new movie Megalopolis, and they were saying that the 9/11 footage in it, they're like, it's not like archival footage like every other movie. It's actually footage they shot from their fucking B crew because it's been in production that fucking long. Like, good for fucking Coppola. Like, I know that movie's gonna fucking be the biggest piece of shit, but I kind of want to watch it.
It's kind of like his version of the Wachowski sisters and myself. Cloud Atlas.
Yeah. Well, what did they?
Or maybe Hideo Sitting.
Someone said it was like
Can't lose much
if
more.
Hideo Kojima
It's not normally this hard.
directed
so
the
with that
cutscenes
slot,
for
it's
Sin
easy.
City. And I was like, that made me want to see it. I was like,
Yeah,
that sounds
Cars
so
is
batshit,
difficult
and I
at
kind of
times.
hate Adam Driver. Like, I just hate looking at his
Yeah.
face. So when it happens, I'm like,
You're in a Shelby
shut up. And I
Yeah, true.
It's kind of like Ayn Rand kind of character. That, yeah, I think I'll hate that movie just right. But
I like it.
Pick up in the dirt.
honestly, I keep thinking about how much they memed that scene of him and Scarlett Johansson screaming at each other. Like, so that's my first thought. is this track?
Golden Canyon Raceway. I don't know much about this one.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be this difficult this early.
Does anybody else want to give it a go?
I'm good.
I'll do one. Okay.
69.
I gotta see if I can win.
My coworker was trying to buy a more modern Camaro, but they were still pretty expensive. It was a 2012, and it was still like 12 grand or something they wanted for it. I was like,
It's probably gonna beat the shit.
oh, I know. I was like, Heidi, you are. I should say my coworker. It's really mean. Big Red.
Big Red.
Don't say it out loud.
That sounds worse than the name.
It really is, but now that I said both,
Right.
Lisa S. No, that's too obvious. L. Simpson.
It's like one of those things. If you're gonna buy a used sports car, you gotta know the owner beforehand.
Oh yeah. No, our fucking Uber driver the other day taking my mom to her appointment. Motherfucker shows up in this nice ass Lexus.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. This is my last race car." He's like, "Fucking dude." He's like, "I spent some ungodly amount on an engine, and it fucked up, and it only lasted 200 miles." It's like, damn. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I can't do that no more." He's like, "I'll still have a decent car, but I ain't racing no more." I understand, bro.
Thought I could at least beat one race today, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Just gotta have the right track.
Me than you.
Let's try this. Probably get destroyed again, but this is one of my favorite tracks.
I should hook up the Dreamcast for you for Tokyo Extreme Race.
I would totally be down to play the Dreamcast version.
What one was it you sent me the other day? They put the high ace in.
Oh, Gran Turismo 7.
Okay.
And it's funny because everyone bitched about it before it came out. And now
That's-
that everyone's been doing engine swaps and shit, they're like, this is the most fun I've ever played. Yeah, the van, yeah. Like, everyone was bitching about it.
That's hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta drive the troll.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is,
And if you're good enough to drive that on that fucking one highway track, then good on you. Especially if you're playing it like real.
Right. It's just funny, like, there's been memes about it, like, the community is just completely flipping on it.
That's what you want, though. Like, something like, man, this is fucking stupid. You're making it stupid. And then, oh. Never mind, this is the right kind of stupid. It's a video game. I feel like that's a lot of the problem. I get the video games as an art argument, and I appreciate it, and I accept it, but like, it's also a medium you just fuck with, and that's hilarious. I can accept that too.
The thing is like, I feel that doesn't bring in the money anymore,
No, exactly.
Like, I think people are scared to do stuff like that.
I feel like at least you get that's the trade-off with DLC, is that if something does good enough, like, they can, the little bit of time and effort that goes into something like that, as opposed to, fundamentally changing a game because people cry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was actually based on the Tokyo Expressway before they licensed it. Yeah, it's been in, I think, since the first game.
Wait, you have to license to use the Tokyo streets?
I think they have to have a license for it. Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why we're Christians.
Yeah.
Namco's like, fuck you, we ain't paying that.
And the thing is like, I know Gran Turismo is holding on to like Pikes Peak. They could absolutely do it. They have the license to do it. They just haven't since 2. Like, that was one of the best rally parts about this.
Is that the one we went to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole reason I went to it. To be fair. like just it took me about an hour and a half on my motorcycle to go up the thing, and those guys do it in maybe 15 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, like they're booking it, and it's not easy.
I guess. That's insane. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I'm hoping that since they did that second collection, that they're like, no, go ahead and do these shit at once.
Yeah.
I guess they did some of it, but they're not right. About that, like, it's not something. They tried. But well done.
Yeah, like I wish they would just remake it. It's an original track though,
Right?
I imagine it would look even better on today's hardware.
Yeah. It'd be even funnier if they just like took the full assets for it and just like didn't even really HD it. Just
Yeah.
here's the track. Drive it with these really pretty new cars, but it still just looks like a PS1 game.
That's actually
PS2.
a lot of what they did with 6. Gran Turismo 6 just reused assets from this game. And they basically upscaled the cars. And any car that they did brand new was just considered premium. And the only thing about it is it would have an interior.
Bastards.
I mean, it's cool because they brought a lot of the cars back.
Oh,
That they wouldn't normally have the time to do.
that's fair.
So, like, most of the community wasn't upset about it.
I mean, again, it's one of those. If that's how you're gonna reuse assets to just give people more shit instead of trying to charge them more for it.
Right.
Go right ahead.
Although until they start getting a little long in the tooth, that's what's wrong with Forza's cars. Some of them right now are a little long in the tooth, detail wise.
Yeah.
So it's
They gotta upgrade those models.
yeah, that was kind of Gran Turismo with sports issues that it still had a lot of old cars. I will say that Gran Turismo Sport handled it better. 7 wasn't bad, but some of the old cars still kind of.
See, and I played the hell out of it, and I couldn't tell the difference if you told me. I liked 7. I liked 6 as well. I need to play the others.
I like 7 a lot too. I haven't been playing too much of the new Forza. But anyway, that's awesome. And that concludes our time.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, party people, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We learned about Gran Turismo.
And I finally won
Yeah.
one.
With the old Pharaoh.
Right?
Best Kai ever. All right, party people, thank you.
Bye.
Adios.